Here's a fact that should set you free and will probably just annoy you at first. The people you're so worried about impressing are not thinking about you at all. They're thinking about themselves and about who's judging them, exactly like you are. Everyone in the room is staring in their own anxious little movie, convinced they're the one on camera. You're all NPCs in each other's games, quietly panicking about a spotlight nobody's actually holding. And yet you'll still replay that one conversation at 2 AM. You'll still change how you talk depending on which group you're standing in. I know, because I was the poster child for this. Back at uni, people literally said I had an alter ego when I drank. Sober, I was in my head, anxious, quietly morphing my whole personality to match whatever group I was in. And it backfired, because a guy that's busy managing himself is not actually that fun to be around. A couple of drinks in at the parties, the mask would slip, and this confident, cocky, talks to everyone version of me would start to show up. The problem was I needed a chemical key to open a door that was already mine. That guy wasn't the alcohol. That was me, locked behind years of anxiety about being liked. And here's the part I actually want you to hold on to, because we'll get to the how later. These days, I'm the guy with nothing in my glass, just a steadier, better version of him. The same person with no chemical key required. Funny enough, now I'm often the one other people quietly rearrange themselves around. Nothing changed except that I stopped performing and spent years actually building myself instead. So no, caring what everyone thinks doesn't just make you a bit anxious. Given enough time, it quietly erases who you actually are. Let me show you how it does that and how you can get yourself back. First, let me take something off your shoulders, because you've probably been calling this a character flaw. It isn't. You're not fake, you're not weak, you're just running very old software. For basically all of human history, being liked by your group was not a nice to have, it was survival. If the tribe turned on you, you didn't get unfollowed. You got left outside the cave, which back then was a fast way to become someone's dinner. So your brain evolved to treat social disapproval as a genuine physical threat. The issue here is that software never got a patch. It's still scanning every interaction for signs you're about to be exiled, except now the quote-unquote threat is a colleague replying, okay, with a full stop. So that thing where someone bumps into you with the entire pavement available, and you're the one who says sorry? That's not politeness, that's a threat response with good manners. Same with rehearsing a text message for 10 minutes, or saying a real opinion and then instantly sanding it down with, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Your nervous system generally believes that being disliked could end you. It's just doing its job. It's just aiming an ancient alarm at a completely harmless world. You're performing for an audience that doesn't exist. It's not that they don't care, it's that they don't even exist. Because everyone you're anxiously scanning is running the exact same software aimed at you. They're not evaluating your outfit, they're panicking about theirs. That person whose slightly weird look ruined your weekend has completely forgotten the interaction happened. And you spent 2 days in a courtroom trial that the other party didn't know they were attending. There's a name for this in psychology, it's called the spotlight effect. We wildly overestimate how much anyone is noticing us, because from inside your own head, you're the main character, so it feels like everyone else must be watching the main character too. They are not. They're the main character of their movie, and in their movie, you're an extra with 2 lines. Let me tell you why I actually made this video, because the anxiety isn't even the worst part. The anxiety is just a noise. The real cost is quieter, and it's the one that nobody warns you about. When you spend years shaping yourself to fit whatever each group wants, you get really good at it. You become a character with no fixed sprite, reskinning yourself for every town. One personality for these friends, a slightly different one for those, another for family, another at work, and for a while it works beautifully. Everyone likes you, you fit in everywhere, you're the social equivalent of a ditto. And everyone loves a ditto because a ditto is just them, back at them. And then one day someone asks what you actually think. Not necessarily about anything deep, just what do you want to do? What's your honest take? And you reach for the answer, and there's this awful little pause, because you don't have one. Or the one you grab is just whatever the room already believes. You spend so long reading what people want, that you quietly stop tracking what you actually want. Your own opinions, your taste, your sense of what a good life even looks like. You outsourced all of it to the crowd. Decision by decision, and mistook the outsourcing for being easygoing. That's the real erasure, not that people don't like you, that you become a very well-liked stranger to yourself. You handed someone else the controller to your own save file, and now you're watching your character get played by strangers. Now here's where a lot of people, and frankly a lot of content aimed at guys, gets this dangerously wrong. The advice goes from caring too much to just stop caring and be selfish and cut everyone off. Do whatever you want and let them be mad. Don't take that exit, because it's just the same trap wearing a badass leather jacket. Going cold isn't taking the mask off, it's swapping the people-pleasing mask for a tough guy one. You're still performing, you just now picked a character who pretends not to care, which is somehow even more exhausting, because now you're guarding the door and pretending there's no door. The actual move isn't caring about no one, it's discernment. Stop performing for everyone and figure out the handful of people who've genuinely earned a real say. Because some people in your life are your actual party members. They know you. They want the best for you. Their honest opinion is a gift and you should absolutely weigh it. And most people are background NPCs you've been treating like they hold the scoreboard. The whole skill is telling those two groups apart. And there's a stupidly simple question for it, borrowed from someone who figured this out the hard way. Before you spiral about what someone thinks, ask, does this person's opinion actually change my life? Are they in my party, or are they an NPC I've handed a controller to for no reason? Most of the time, the honest answer is, I'm losing sleep over a character I'll never talk to again. But Marcus, how do you actually climb out? And for this, I'm gonna give you 3 moves plus a long game you can play. The first one is you want to catch it in the act. The entire skill starts with noticing. As you're mid-apology, as you're mid-backtrack, mid-fake yes, going, oh, I'm actually doing the thing right now. You don't have to stop it yet, just notice it for what it is. It's kind of hard to escape a battle you don't know you're in. So here it's all about observing and noticing. For the second one, you want to say the small, true thing. Not this big reinvention or this huge thing, just state one actual opinion and resist the urge to immediately soften it. Say one no that you mean and don't apologize for the shoulder that actually bumped you. The first time, your body will react like you've challenged the champion with a level 5 Magikarp. Your heart will pound, you'll be sure it went horribly, and then almost every time nothing bad happens. That's the rep, and you can do it again tomorrow. Number 3 is let some people not like the real you on purpose. This is the part that stings, so I'll be honest about it. When you stop being the endless yes man, the people who liked you for being the yes man will cool off. That's the filter working. The ones who stick around were your real party the whole time, while the ones who drift were the NPCs who liked the free lemonade and not actually the true you. For the long game, the honest one is the thing from the start of this video. The mask didn't come off for me because I forced it or because I found the perfect mindset. It came off because I spent years actually building the guy underneath. The skills, the body, the experiences, the reps of doing hard social things sober and surviving them. Self-esteem isn't a decision you make. It's a pile of evidence you accumulate that you're okay, that you're good enough, that you love yourself. You don't talk yourself out of needing the mask. You outlevel the need for it. So here's what I'd leave you with. You were never fake, you were scared, and given how your brain is wired, the fear made total sense. But the person hiding behind all of that scanning and apologizing and shapeshifting, that's a real person. A person the world needs to see, and honestly, they are more interesting than the smooth, agreeable version you've been showing everyone. The whole reason people like the polished you is that they've never met the actual you, so it isn't a true connection. I want you to stop handing the controller to random people. Take the controller back, say the true, slightly risky thing, and keep your real party close and stop performing for a crowd that was never watching. The people worth keeping are going to like the real save file a lot more than the ditto anyway. So tell me in the comments, what's one true thing you've been swallowing lately? An opinion and no, a want? Just to keep everyone comfortable. Name it and say it out loud where people can see it. That's your rep number 1 and it's completely for free.